Hey, Wayne.
Hey, Brendan.
What are we playing here?
We are actually going with a semi-oldie, semi-goodie, the HD remaster of Strider. Do you actually remember Strider?
Yeah.
In the arcades back
Yeah.
in the day? Okay.
Wasn't there also a Genesis version? And like every other version ever?
Yeah, well, yeah, actually there were like a lot of versions of this, so it's like it's back and on like, the new consoles. And
So is this a remake or a reimagining or what?
it's pretty much a reimagining since, it's like they're doing, well, obviously aside from the fact that it's full 3D
Yeah.
or 2.5D since it's still a side-scroller, they've, got a bunch of new abilities and stuff like that that weren't in the arcade original, but, it's like on the other hand, they still, this level should be familiar to
Yeah.
anybody that played the original game. All of this is, pretty much how the original game started, only redone with today's graphics and sound and blah 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 blah. But
Right, okay.
it's still the same old, it's like you're a nigh invincible ninja that's just playing around kicking all kinds of ass.
Okay.
And it's like, have you actually played any of this game at all?
Yes, about an hour.
Oh, okay. How far did you get?
I don't know, like third level?
Okay. So, did you notice anything while you were playing the game? Oh man, I can't believe this. I don't.
I played an Xbox, so what should I have noticed?
Well, for one thing, it's like there are a lot more abilities in this game than there were in the arcade.
Okay, yeah.
They slowly unlock as you get through the game. It's also a much bigger game than the arcade original was. I mean, back then you could, finish the game in, one sitting because it was an arcade game. Now, you're probably not going to do that unless you have, like, 8 or so free hours to spend. Like, this is one of the things that's, hooray, I got a power up. I'm not even sure which one it is. Okay, the slide is stuck. That's cool.
Okay.
I'm a bit confused now because, like, we're playing a new save, and, it's like with my current game, I've kind of got, like, all the abilities locked or unlocked, so I sometimes forget which abilities I can and can't use at this point. But, like, it's like, okay, yep, I can still do the jumping in the... Oh my god, they respawn so fast.
So why should people be picking up this game other than is it free on Plus right now?
It was free.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's still free. But a month or two ago, it was actually free on PlayStation Plus. Now, you
What's it,
might
like
have to
15
pay.
bucks?
Yeah, it's
that's
no
not
more
bad.
than $15.
That's not a bad price for this. And it's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty, and it's fast. And once you actually get through it, there are like once you get further into the game, there are a lot of abilities that you can unlock. It's also not an easy game.
No, it doesn't look good.
It gets pretty hard as you get further into it. I mean, this is the newbie level, so they're going pretty easy on you to make sure that you get comfortable with the abilities and all that sort of thing. But once you get the new abilities and you start fighting the other bosses and the new enemies come in and you get your new powers, you start having to like mix up your powers on the fly depending on which enemy you're facing. And it can get pretty complicated with the coordination that's required.
Right.
Especially once you start fighting guys with shields and things like that, where it's like one specific power will take down their shield and not another, so...
Oh, okay. So is this worth people picking up then? That's the question.
Well, if you want a fun, decent, side-scrolling action title, then I definitely say that this is one of the better ones. I mean, it's officially done by Capcom, although it's not like Capcom Japan that did it.
Who did this one?
Oh man, was it was it their Spanish studio? I forget I think it might have been the guys that like did Bionic Commando or something like that before. Don't quote me on that.
Wasn't that Grin? Wasn't that Grin that did Bionic Commando?
Yeah.
I don't think Grin's around anymore.
Oh, okay. Then it might not be Grin. I would have to stop and take a look to see who it was that developed this game.
I was just curious.
But it's a Western developer. It's not the Japanese original studio. But they did a good job of preserving the feel of the original Strider, while making it not so frustrating and so super ridiculously hard
Right.
like it was in the original arcade game that you would get irritated and say, that's it, okay, I'm not playing anymore. So the difficulty level has nicely scaled,
Okay.
which I like, but it is still definitely not an easy game to be playing.
Now, how long would you say this game is?
Oh, this game is actually pretty fair sized. I'd say that if you're just playing to finish it, you're probably looking at about 6 or so hours.
Actually, not bad for a downloadable
Yeah,
title.
for a downloadable title, that's actually quite good.
Is that just getting through levels, or are there actually some places where you just will always die, kind of thing?
It's not so ridiculously hard that there are areas where you'll die over and over again.
Okay.
But there are places where you probably will die quite a few times, especially with the boss fights.
Okay.
Those can get pretty crazy. Oh, is this one of them? No, oh, this is one of them right now. Well, actually, this is more of a mini boss fight.
Is he a ninja too?
No, he's a robot. I mean, it's like for those people that aren't aware. Oh wow, I'm actually pretty close to death here. The original premise for Strider was that you were a ninja that was basically breaking into the Soviet Union.
Okay,
to,
yeah.
like bust up the communists who were using evil communist robots. And they,
As they do.
and they preserved that here, although they're not calling it Russia. I mean, it's because it's like Russia are good guys now. It's like, wow, I really just won that by the skin of my teeth. But
Wow.
my life meter was
And
so
what is it right now? This is easy?
Yeah, I am currently playing on easy because it's a lot harder to play and talk at the same time.
No kidding.
So as to prevent myself from repeatedly dying.
Yeah,
I made sure
like
that
in
was
Rogue
easy.
Legacy.
I got my charge there. So there we go. I now have my. Oh, I got a trophy for you.
Score.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I originally played this in Xbox One, so I haven't actually played the PS4 version, but that's...
Did you ever play the arcade original?
Of course I did!
Okay, yeah, because for me, I mean, it's like this was a bit of vindication because I was never actually able to finish the arcade original.
Oh, I've never came close.
Because it was just too hard, and it's like at least now with the power of being able to save your game and checkpoints and stuff like that, it suddenly became a lot more.
So he's now back?
Oh wow, he's just kicking my ass.
Oh, but he's easy to kill now.
Oh,
No, he's
okay, no,
back.
there's 2 of them now.
Oh, god damn
That's
it.
fair.
How far in is the boss? The actual boss?
I'm going to die now. It's unusual. Yes, I'm going to die.
Oh, dear god.
And I'm dead.
Okay. Should we wrap up there then?
Okay, I guess we can wrap it up there. This is Strider. It's a new version. It plays fast. It moves fast. It's not an easy game to play, even on easy.
This is actually kind of this is an older release for the CGM plays, though, because it came out a few months ago.
Yeah, it's actually a few months old, so
But it is still worth looking into.
it's definitely worth looking into if you want like a decent, it's like side-scrolling action game that's got a reasonable budget put into it.
Yeah, it looks
This is
pretty.
definitely worth
It
a
is
while.
a pretty game. It's well worth it. So should we wrap it there then?
Yep, sure. All right, see you guys later.
Have a good one.